Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent sensing consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So today, I feel like if you couldn't tell from the thumbnail, we're gonna have a somewhat like warmer, heavy video. I have 4 to share. I closed out a party. I mostly in this party got my business supplies. So I got like my product list, my showcase brochures, my new scents. We have the new body scent coming in Vanilla Wave. So I only brought over the hand cream to represent, but I got like all those things, got my oils. So this was quite the plethora of items. But then I also closed a party. So I redeemed a bunch of rewards. So only I guess some things were like going away, so I was like wanted to snatch them up, and then other things I just had rewards and had my eye on, so I went for it. So let's get into kind of the non-warmer stuff, and we'll get into the warmers at the end because I think those are more fun. So just like some miscellaneous things, I feel like there's so little here compared to how big and heavy the box was. But like I said, like my testers, like there were so many heavy things in there that it totally makes sense. And there was these warmer boxes and things like that. But I feel like I have so little, like, but then I have the warmers. So it's just so funny. Okay, so I got a kukui and coconut hand cream. The summer collection is going away at the end of the month. And I did, like, this isn't my fave in the wax, I'll be honest. Like, I like it fine. Can't smell it really. But it's tropical coconut, kukuina, and jasmine. It's just not what I wanted in the wax. I felt like it would be so much better in body care. So I went with it in the hand cream because I feel like it does smell very similar to the Boom Boom cream. And I mean, who doesn't want like a Boom Boom cream type dupe? So I figured I'd better pick that up before it officially goes away at the end of the month. And I guess there's really no guarantee that I would wind up in clearance. I don't know how like the sales that are doing. I know some of the pods from the summer collection are sold out. So I don't know how things could go between now and the end of the month. I didn't want to risk it. I just wanted to pick up a hand cream. So I did. And then this is an oil going away. It's Cotton Blossom Tangerine. I actually really like this oil. This was the only oil that's going away at the end of the month that I felt like I like actually enjoyed. Like some of them I'm like, okay, this is fine. That's one that I'm like, when I see it come in my rotation of oils, I'm like, oh yay, I really like this one. And then as I always do, I had to get an extra pot of Pina Colada Cha Cha. This is my favorite. Oh, I'm warming this today downstairs. Well, I will put the wax in my club because I love the wax. I do really enjoy the pods. I try not to stock up too much on the pods when they go away because there's always new pods coming out and I always want to try the new pods. But I would, if there was no more Pina Colada Cha Cha like going forward in the catalog, I would like to experience one more pod. So I may have one, maybe. I don't know that I do though. So just one backup, you know, gotta have it. Okay, and then of course, I did get some scent circles. I tried to get scents that were still available. Oh, Sunkissed Citrus is discontinuing. That slightly concerns me. Well, not me personally because I'm not the biggest fan of Sunkissed Citrus, but Corey really likes it. So I got a 3-pack of scent circles of just Sunkissed Citrus for Corey. He can do what he needs to with these, use them as he pleases. But this is like one of the strongest scent circles. Maybe it's the strongest because I'm not the biggest fan. That could totally be the case. But I did pick up these 3. I'm not gonna like put it in my club or anything. He doesn't really comment on the wax, but he does really like the scent circles. So I'm gonna let him have these and do what he wishes with them. Because I guess there really is no guarantee that it will come back. And I was just trying to be nice. Like, he loves the scent, and because I'm not like doing anything, that's the most I'm doing with it because I don't personally care about it. Okay. The rest, I tried to get scents that were like somewhat okay for the car because I got weathered leather. Like, this is my super fan fave, but I feel like this is a perfect scent circle. I feel like you can smell this through the packaging because it's for your car, like perfect for your car. It smells like leather. But the rest of these are kind of like scents that are sticking around. So Mystery Man, Vanilla Bean Buttercream, love it. Johnny Appleseed, and Coconut Lemongrass. That one is staying, even though the rest of the citrus category kind of got demolished. This one is sticking around. And then I did pick up a Desert Tropics because it's the scent of the month. I do try to get at least one scent of the month scent circle when they come around because I think that's fun. Okay, and then I did, this is so funny because I've only bought these with Patricia Gates' challenge. You guys probably already know what I'm talking about. I think Patricia literally can see the future on this one. Like, it was insane. She started talking about travel tins and how she feels like no one buys them and they could get discontinued. I don't know if she said they could get discontinued, but she was alluding to the fact that like they seem to be very unpopular, but they seem to never go away. And here we have it. Travel tins are being discontinued. And I participated in Patricia's challenge and got a travel tin, or a couple or whatever. I feel like I only got one. I have one that I got in clearance, but I haven't opened it yet, I guess. So I got a Clean Breeze travel tin and I actually ended up really, really enjoying it, which is so funny because I feel like the sales in the travel tins probably boosted so, like, I feel like a ton of us participated in Patricia's like challenge that she did. So the travel tin sales were probably like completely stagnant, super boost from Patricia's challenge, and then like they discontinued them. I'm could be totally wrong, but it's just my thinking. But because I really enjoyed the Clean Breeze I got, and they're discontinuing, I ended up getting a 3-pack, and I got 2 more Clean Breeze. I don't know how long I've had this in our like coat-ish utility / closet. It's like the closet where we put kind of like our clothes, like our winter coats and things, our shoes, our vacuums and things go in there. Cleaning products, gems like litter, her food, like all these types of things go in there. So it's a decent sized closet. It's under the stairs. It's very hard to send, but it never smells great. So I've put in a Clean Breeze travel tin and I feel like it has just lasted 4 months. It is amazing. It does so much better than my scent packs. It does way better than fragrance flowers in there even. It just works really well. I will probably buy the new product, the travel twist that's replacing the travel tins, but I just have like the perfect spot for my travel tins and it just works so well. But I will give that a test. So I just picked those up because they're doing so well for me. They're on discount. They're discontinuing. I was like, why not? And then to round out my 3-pack, I just felt compelled to get this, but I got a Just Breathe. I got a Just Breathe because I was like, I feel like this would be the perfect product to have on you when you're like not feeling the best and you just need a little bit of like rejuvenation. The scents of this are like eucalyptus and mint, so it's very, very, it's not quite Vicks Vapor Rub, but like it's along those lines. It's just very like in your nose mint, makes you feel better. I thought this would be perfect if you just weren't feeling well to have on you. You can just crack it open, give it a sniff. I feel like just saying that out loud is making me think of Amy Amy Scents and Songs, Amy Jackson. She has been doing this series where she kind of like does Thursday Thoughts, and she talks about like when she was at work in the past, she would like put a little cube of wax in her pocket and just like smell it or like smell her fingers, and that totally made me think of this. But this would just be something nice to have. I feel like if you're under the weather, you're not feeling great, take a little sniff of this, and I feel like because you could open it and close it, it would be good for a really, really long amount of time. Like I've had this Clean Breeze one open, just full open for months, and it's still kicking. Like, does it ever die? I don't know. I can tell it's getting lighter, but I still walk in there and I'm like, oh, it's still working. So I feel like this would be another really strong one and would last a long time, but would be really nice for that. And it's really compact. That was my theory with this. That could have been crazy, but it's on discount. I got it. It's discontinuing. Like, that was just the thought process, okay? How much more justification can I do? Okay. So the first warmer I want to share, hopefully, I'm in a little bit of a situation because I have cords plugged in, but this one is going away, and kind of my theory with warmers, if I like love them, but they've been around for a while, If I see them on the discontinued list, I try to snatch them up, because my fear is like, if I don't do it now and they sell out and they don't make it to clearance, like I'll regret it. So when this one was on the list, I was like, ooh, dang, that one has to go into my cart. So it was the Winnie the Pooh. I feel like most people have like a super connection to like Disney things. I feel like mine is Winnie the Pooh. We just watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh. We didn't have, I feel like a lot of the newer movies, like I just don't watch because I'm an adult now. But we didn't have like very modern like cable. We only had like 10 channels. Like we had very limited TV growing up. So I just really remember watching a lot of Winnie the Pooh, and it was just my favorite. So I have Eeyore, he's back here, you probably can't see him, but I was like, oh, this is going away. I just like felt compelled, and I couldn't tell from the SFR sneak peeks if there's a new one coming out. I feel like there's not, but I just couldn't tell, so I was worried. I was worried that there would be no future one. They really kind of reduced the collection, I feel like. I didn't know if that was intentional to bring out more things later or like just pull it back. So I got it. Like, let's just get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on. Looks like it's the honey pot. So it's very cute. I've almost bought this many times. I've heard it's a pretty good performer, but it's one of those like the terrazzo where it's like the lampshade, so it's like empty inside. First of all, here's what it looks like, and it's got the backwards end. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, it's cute. Okay, he's in the middle, and then yeah, isn't that just so fun? I love that little bee. I just love it. And then they're all like running around right here, like I wish there was, is there a Piglet? Has there been a Piglet buddy? Like, I love Piglet. I think Piglet was my fave, to be honest. Probably because Piglet was pink. I could have been impartial because of that. But I really do like Eeyore too, so they're all just, it was just my fave, okay? So it's like this is the light and it's the lampshade. So because I just don't want to break this because I just got it, I am just going to hold it on this box and show it to you this way. So here it is, all lit up. It's a 25 watt bulb, so I do feel like it's a pretty good performer. This is a licensed warmer, of course, because it's Disney Winnie the Pooh, so it can't be used for host rewards. I would say the only way you're going to get it discounted is if it does go to clearance. But I do feel like that honey looks extremely realistic while this is on. Like, it really truly looks like it's dripping down. Oh, yes. So this is definitely one you can't like hot dump because you can't, there's no like removable dish. You're gonna have to like take the whole thing and it would be warm, so I just wouldn't do that. I would probably just use like a cotton cleanup, a cotton ball, something along those lines with this one. Okay, let's see if I can safely move this to the ground. Those warmers they seem to be better performers because, I don't know, they just seem to do really, really well. That lampshade style, like the terrazzo is a freaking bang performer. Like, it's so, so good. But they make me extremely nervous handling them. Like, once they're sitting on a stable surface, great. When you're trying to like show them in a haul, bad situation because they're so uneven because they're like a lampshade. Okay, and then next, I had my eye on this one and I've been extremely pulled back from getting it because I feel like a lot of people have. Let's just get into it. It's the Unbelievable. It looks pretty, right? Like, it looks super great. Let me show it to you. Like, okay, cute. It's got little leaves and like, let's light it up. Even prettier. Like, it's so, so stunning. And I feel like the dish is actually pretty big. Like, that could fit a whole cotton cleanup for sure. Allegedly, it could do 4 cubes, but let's get into the beef with this one. I feel like people have been so reserved with this one because it's a 15 watt warmer. I don't want to get into the electrical situation. I'm not going to mess with it, but I do find that very interesting because this is like not like the mini warmers are 15 watts, you know what I mean? So I just find that extremely interesting. My thought is maybe this will be like, I hate to say this because it sounds bad, but a weak performer. Like maybe it just won't throw the wax as strong because it is a lighter bulb. This is kind of my hope. If this is the case, this could be a good work warmer. Just saying. It could be a warmer that you use in areas where you don't want to scent as much, but you want a little bit because it is a weaker performer. I do not know. I obviously have not tested it. I am just getting it right here, but I love it. Looks so fall with these leaves. I just love it, but it's very neutral. I feel like it could be all year round. But I did just want to test that because my theory is it could be a lighter performer, and sometimes you want that. Like personally at work, I definitely want that. Maybe in certain areas of my house, if I have like a 25 watt warmer and I have a warmer right next to it, maybe I don't need them to be both 25 watts. You know what I mean? The bedroom, like these are perfect examples, right? Obviously some people love scent at different intensities, so that's maybe why you wouldn't buy it. I have also seen pictures of it with a purple bulb, and it looks stunning because it's purple. It makes the leaves also look purple. It looks so cool. I don't have a purple bulb. I only have a blue 15 watt, and I don't know where it is. I opened the box and there's a clear bulb in it, so that's not helpful. So yes, I just bit the bullet. I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I will admit, I looked up videos on YouTube to see if anyone had like a time-lapse video of wax melting in it, and I actually found one, and that made me feel better. Like I visibly watched the time-lapse video of the wax melting in it because I was like, does it even get hot enough to melt the wax? But according to the video I watched the time-lapse of 2 cubes melting in the warmer. So I was like, okay, that solidifies it for me. If it was like, you know, like how it gets around the edges, like kind of gelatin like and stuff when it doesn't fully melt, it wasn't doing that. So I was like, okay, you've convinced me, it's all good. Okay, the last two are elements, so I'm not actually going to plug them in. And this one I'm actually not even going to take out of the box because I have shared it on my channel here before. This is the Desert Bloom Warmer. So this is, it was the August scent of the month. I probably have pictures of it on my Instagram, maybe. I'm sure if you guys were around a couple months ago, it was the April warmer of the month. Did I say August scent of the month? It's late, okay? Like, had a day. It was the April warmer of the month. It's called Desert Bloom, like I said. It's like that succulent type material or vibe. Here's my theory with this one. I really love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I totally love it. It's a 10 watt element warmer with a removable dish. When I saw the upcoming catalog, I had a feeling like I wanted a backup of one of these, but when I saw the upcoming catalog, I thought could potentially make it into the catalog. It did not, and I feel like its 6-month time period is going to be up soon. It may already be gone, honestly, I'm not sure. But I felt like that would be up soon, so I wanted to grab it before it went away in case it never makes a return. Sometimes they move the succulent warmers into the catalog because they are so popular, but because I didn't see it there, I felt like that would have been the time it moved into the catalog versus like next start of the catalog was my thinking, I guess. So I just wanted to get it back up. I will totally just tuck that away because I do love it. It's probably my favorite one out of all of them. I don't have the aloe vera, which I really do have my eye on, but I love how petite this one is. So I'm not sure, honestly, if it's still available because it's probably reaching that point where it's going to go away pretty soon. So, and I really love it. So, and I use rewards on it, so like I was fine with it. Okay, another one that I had my eye on for the longest time, and I kept telling myself like I'm not going to do it, and then I saw Charity posted Instagram reel of her like putting her wax in her dishes, which I loved. And I saw her have this and I was like, okay. I just like sometimes I'm like, if other people have it and they have it out, like it clearly is doing something for them. Like I can't imagine if this warmer did nothing for her, she wouldn't put it out and have put wax in it in the video. So I was like, okay, I'm doing it. It is the Country canister. I just think it's so cute. I know it's an 8-watt element warmer. And like I have 8-watt element warmers that do fine for me. But I do know that's very upsetting for some people. So I do just want to get that out there. It is only 8-watt. I looked for so many videos of people I just wish they would list the wattages. It would make it so much easier. But they don't. So, okay, here is the little top of the dish. It actually does have a lot of holes in it. And the inside is also ceramic, so it'll be easy to clean if you do use the dish. Sometimes the wax can get on the lid a little bit. Okay, this is so freaking cute. Okay, so once again, this is an element, so I'm not going to do anything with it. Like it doesn't light up, but here it is. It's so adorable. And then obviously it has this little lid that you can put on it, which I think makes it look even cuter. Like I don't even feel like you would know this is a warmer, honestly. Like if you maybe walked up close and saw the holes in the lid and you'd be like, wow, that's kind of odd. Why does their like flower little jar have holes in the lid? Like, you know what I mean? Otherwise I feel like you would not know. Here's the deal with this one. This is a chalkboard right here, and it actually comes with a piece of chalk and a holder that you can put the chalk on. I probably won't put the chalk on the back because I feel like I just don't want to do that. I also, when I was watching videos on this one, I felt like I heard people saying that if you're gonna write on this with chalk, you're supposed to like color the whole thing in with chalk and then erase it all, which makes it not like, say you wrote flower, I don't know, say you wrote flower on this at first and then you decided a month later you're gonna make it say like love lives here. If you erase it after you put the flower, I think you'll see the embed where it said like flower. If you scratch it all, like cover it in the chalk and erase it all, I think it doesn't do that. That's what I heard from other people's videos. I don't know that I'm going to put chalk on it. I may just try to buy like a vinyl sticker or something with a quote I like home sweet home, something like that, and maybe just stick it on there. I have to find the right dimensions and I didn't want to buy it before I actually had it in my hand. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I will say I feel like the dish isn't super deep. It's definitely very petite, but also the element sits right under this. So like if you put a cube right here, it's actually gonna warm up really fast and really well, in my opinion, with 8-watt warmers. The element sits so close to where it actually warms. I feel like it does really well. Like I wouldn't put 4 cubes in this type of element warmer, but like 1 or 2 is probably going to do just fine, in my opinion. Obviously, having the lid on and off is going to make a difference. I feel like in Charity's video, she had the lid kind of like this, like against it, which I thought looked super cute. So if you want better performance without the lid, but you still like the look of the lid, she just, I swear this is what it was. I could be wrong, I guess. I've looked at so many pictures, you guys. So I feel like the lid was just kind of like tilted against it. Obviously it was sitting down, so it was more stable, or it was like, you know, nearby laying, not impacting the wax throw. Still the lid is giving it like the cute duo it's doing, but it's not impacting like the scent throw like this. I will say, talking about work warmers though, warmers with lids are great warmers for work, because if you feel like it's getting too strong, you just cap it. It really tames down that scent throw because it has to come through these holes. Say you're like, okay, I feel like I'm not getting enough of this, you just take the lid off and it just like breathes. It just is more, you know what I mean? So just a little tip, but I really love this one. It's just so freaking cute. And once again, I used my rewards on it, so I believe I did not pay anything for these warmers except for the honey pot since it's licensed. So very, very exciting. Maybe one of them I used a half price item on or something, but I just love the Scentsy reward system. Anybody can use it by starting a shopping link or hosting a party. it's amazing. It's not just for consultants. So ask your consultant about it, because if you're not shopping through one, you're definitely missing out, especially if you and a combination of your friends spend more than $200 in the span of 90 days. You're missing out on rewards. So that is what I have for this discontinuing-ish items haul. If you haven't already checked out the discontinued list, make sure you do. Put the scents into your club that you cannot live without, because at the end of the month they will be going away. I will be doing a Scentsy Club edit video to walk through what I am putting into my club. That will probably come out in the next few days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.